Yo, what's going on, guys? Trident FD bringing you guys back another video, and as you guys can see behind me, we are going to bring you guys some more ST content today. And right before we get started, please make sure to follow us down below on Instagram to keep up with us and our builds, so you guys can always be the first ones to watch. So, as you guys can probably read by the title, today we are going to discuss the top 5 things I personally do not like on the ST. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so starting off with number 1, we're gonna start off with the inside of the car. So, one of the things I personally find kind of odd, I guess, with this car is I've personally owned 3 manual cars. I've owned the Mazda Speed 6 and the Civic Si. But when it comes to the ST, I don't know if many of you guys actually know this, but the pedals are actually at a uneven incline, so the clutch and brake are both evenly put, but your gas pedal is actually a little bit below your brake and clutch line. So for some people that can kind of be off-putting because your biting point might be a little bit different, or it's just really weird whenever like you're trying to get out of first. So that's number 1, because when I first got into this car, when I was trying to buy it, I thought it was kind of odd because I really couldn't find like the biting point right away, and then I soon realized like, yo, my gas pedal is a little bit below the fucking clutch. So can be a little bit weird, but there are obviously simple solutions to it, such as pedal spacers that are offered. But besides that, it's not like the biggest thing that kind of like throws it off. For some people, I know it can be a dislike, so that's gonna have to be my number 1 dislike. Alrighty guys, and number 2 on the list is going to be electrical issues. I'm not really sure if Ford is really known for this or not. As you guys may know, I do have the ST1 package, which does not come with a touchscreen or any like Sync 2, Sync 3 radio equipment. So I originally had like analog sticks and etc. But about 2-3 weeks into ownership of this car, my radio actually fully just blacked out. It just went out, Bluetooth, nothing worked. This screen was black and this screen was black. So I was pretty much screwed with no radio and no music. And personally me, I'm a big music fan. I love to listen to music all the time. So that was a really big thing that affected me. So eventually I just ended up having to get a doubled-in radio. And shout out to my coworker, he actually ended up blessing me with this radio for a pretty good deal. And then I had to buy the dash kits off of online to be able to replace it. So that was kind of annoying because it was 2-3 weeks into me having the car, and I already had a big electrical issue. And actually on top of that, I took it to my local Ford and they quoted me $800 to get my center module fixed. I'm not spending $800 just to fix a stock radio. So I was like, screw it, whatever, we're going aftermarket. And all in all, I ended up spending, I think, with buying the radio, buying the dash kit, and also labor fees from taking it to someone, I think I ended up spending a little bit less than $500. So $800, $500, stock, aftermarket, big differences. And on top of that, another electrical issue I actually do have is, Carlos is gonna show this, but my rear windows actually do not go down, nor up nor down. And anytime I lock the car, all my doors lock, but my rear doors do not lock. But for some reason, my rear side electrical stuff just seems to be off. So eventually I will be getting like some new harnesses or just take it somewhere to see what is going on. But fortunately, no windows, no locks. So that's why I'm always seen with only my front windows down, or else I'd be cruising with all 4 windows down. But yeah, electrical issues, definite pain in the ass. Something you really do not want to have to deal with because it is pricey. And you just, who wants to deal with electrical issues? So that's number 2. Alright guys, so for number 3, this is a wide, commonly known problem in the ST community. So if all my ST boys could support me on this one, but it is widely known that STs have absolutely horrendous turning radius. Like, let me tell you, Miss Frizzle's school bus could probably make a better U-turn than I can. I'm just gonna show you. My wheel is completely straight, and that's, you know, like me being normal. I'm going to max out my wheel and crank it all the way to the side that I can. That's me maxed out, guys. Making U-turns sometimes on like really narrow roads can be a pain in the ass. So I've learned to pull wide and then make the U-turns. But yes, yeah, you're not really doing much with this type of turning radius. A lot of cars have way fucking better radius than this.
My Civic has more radius.
Yeah, guys, like Carlos is Civic and G could fucking beat my ass with, like, compared to my turning radius.
U-turn race?
Oh god, no. I will get fucking absolutely wrecked on in corners. So yeah, the turning radius is not good on this car. There's obviously some solutions to it, but for stock, come on now, guys. It's not even turning all the way out.
Yeah.
So
that's
kind of a pain in the ass, but that's number 3 on my dislikes list. Alrighty guys, and now on to my 4th point. My 4th point today is going to be our gas tank size. So the Focus STs have a 12.4 gallon tank size, and I don't know about you guys, but compared to Carlos's G has a 20 gallon tank. So this is pretty fucking miniature compared to his. And on top of that, a full range on a full tank of gas is about 260-ish. I think the max I've had before was like 270, and I think that's when I first got the car. So yeah, to me it's not really like too much, because I mean I commute a lot to go to school, to go to the gym, to go to work, so it, you know, like sooner or later it does start to build up. And personally, like for me, I usually fill up about maybe once a week, sometimes a week and change. And I don't know about you guys, but gas prices have not exactly been the best lately. My car here takes premium, and here in Florida, premium gas is about anywhere from $4.20 to $4.50. Luckily though, this is not a sponsor, but shout out to BJ's. If you guys have a BJ's or a Sam's Club near you, go get yourself a little gas membership card, because that shit comes in clutch. Let me tell you, at a normal gas station, premium gas is about $4.50 maybe. I just filled up yesterday, and premium gas at BJ's was $3.60, I think. So it definitely does go a long way to help you out with money and gas, because let's be honest here. With these gas prices now, most of us really just want to walk to places. I know sometimes it really isn't the best, so I really do wish that the gas size was a little bit bigger, but what can you expect from a 4-banger? You know, it's just 4-cylinder things. You gotta live with what you choose. So that's gonna be the 4th thing I dislike about my car. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can probably tell from the background, we did have a change of locations. The location we were at, some random guy pulled up, big stoner, and just started talking to us for like an hour. And then we had some like neighborhood watch kind of come through, so kind of just wanted to leave the area. But on my final and 5th point, so this car is a 4-wheel drive car, so one of the main things with it is this car is a torque daddy. This car, the torque steer is very real. My previous Civic was 4-wheel drive, but I never really experienced like that much torque steer with it till I got to this car. I remember about like a month or so into my ownership, me and Carlos actually ended up going out on a cruise with some of our friends, and I ended up trying to get some runs in at Mexico with a V6 Accord. And as soon as that 3rd honk hit and we fucking took off, I only had one hand on the wheel thinking I could control it like that, but little did I know, I ended up fucking swerving left and right really hard and almost ended up going into his lane. So from then, I learned my lesson that the torque steer on this car is very real. So I now know 2 hands on the wheel at all times, and to make sure it is controlled. And on top of that, another thing that really comes into factor is these cars really need aftermarket rear motor mounts. That usually helps a lot with the motor kind of going back and forth when you're trying to shift. And it also really helps with the torque sometimes to really control it and not give you as much slip. That's pretty much gonna be the top 5 things I dislike about this car. But before anybody kind of gets on me about, oh, if you don't like these things about this car, then why'd you get it? Like I said, I really love this car personally. This is actually one of like my favorite cars that I've owned so far. It's just some kind of like small little like things here and there that just bother me, but hey, at the end of the day, it's my car. I decided to get it. So it's just kind of things I got to deal with and live with. And hey, all in all, I still love the car. It's beautiful, and I'm enjoying the platform from previous platforms that I've come from, considering Mazda and Honda. So that'll pretty much wrap up the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us down below for any updates and to keep up with the channel. Besides that, see you guys next time, Trident family.
Yo, Ozzy, roll that shit.